So today, like I said, I want to go over nouns and articles, right? I'm going to run through these nouns, and then I'm going to show you, as we go through it, I'm going to show you the corresponding articles for them, and I'm going to give you the reasons why certain ones have to have a specific article. Okay, numero uno, mochila means book bag. All right, and then I had up here mochilas, which made it plural, which meant multiple book bags. All right, so I'm going to take this S away, and I'm going to leave it as we had it, right? And so we have mochila. Is it masculine or feminine as a noun? So yeah, it's feminine singular, right? So it's a feminine noun and it's singular. What does that mean when I say it's singular? There's only one of them, right? And so when I added an S, I made it plural, okay? And so nevertheless, it's definite article. I'm going to work with the definite articles all the way through, right? Keep in mind, definite articles are the equivalent of the or the in English, and indefinite articles are a or an. And we would use that in English if there's a vowel starting the next word, the noun, right? Or word in general. What would you apply to this if you had to take a guess of this list of definite articles? La. Feminine singular, la. So it would become la mochila. Masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. Got it? Amigo. L, of course. That becomes the friend. And again, I'll show you guys when we come back to it how that friend can become a female, it can become plural, masculine and feminine. So artista. Artista is interesting because what does it end with? It ends with the letter A, of course, right? You will know what the gender of it is only because of the article. You will only know if that individual, like a dentista, is a female dentist or a male dentist because of the article. So if it's a male dentist, it would be el dentista, for example. It doesn't become el dentisto. It stays with the A. Is that clear? So let's make this artist a male artist. So it would be el artista, right? Now, if it were multiple artists, it would be los artistas. Again, the A stays with the istas. It doesn't become los artistos. It doesn't do that. So with the istas, the A will always stay on the end. All right? Gente. ¿Cómo se dice gente? Huh? People. Good. Now, this as a noun in and of itself is just a feminine noun, right? And what you'll know if you look at some of the handouts I gave you guys or some of the information on nouns that end with E, you will only know because of the article. Right? And in some cases, like la gente, or this is where I'm going to put other random examples. La clase, you'll only know because you have to memorize it. Cantante, again, another noun that ends with what vowel? E. It ends with the letter E. So you only know, much like cantante, it's the same as artista. You will know if that singer is male or female based on the article, right? So because we made this artist here male, a masculine artist, we're going to make this a female. So what would this be? La cantante. Okay, so la cantante. So right now when we say la cantante, we're acknowledging that the singer, while ending with an E, is female. What if we want to have multiple female singers? Like it's a whole stage of female singers.
Las cantantes.
Las cantantes. Las cantantes. Wow, that was almost Spaniard sounding the way I did that. Las cantantes. Exactly. And notice, because it ends with an E, and again, I'll break that rule in a second for you, but by and large, generally speaking, if it ends with the letter E and we want to make it plural, we add an S. Because it's a vowel. Let's go over to this side. Canción. Canción. The cions, the C-I-O con acento N, right? Sion, always masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Feminine. Good. You had a 50-50 chance. Good job. right? La canción. All the sions, habitación, recepción, inundación, which means flood, right? Any of those sions that you hear in Spanish will always be feminine. Now, what if we want to have multiple songs? Las canciones. And now is when you guys can start getting a little annoyed with me. Because we've made this one the sion plural, and get rid of an accent. So again, las canciones. Consonant, when it doesn't end with a vowel, right, and we want to make it plural, rule of thumb, right, because some will break this rule, we add es. We don't say las canciones. We don't do that, right? And so even though it's a feminine noun, it's las canciones, right? Again, another case in point, right, with ciudad. ¿Cómo se dice ciudad?
City.
City, good, right? And so the dads, or dad, or however you want to pronounce that, some grammar books would just highlight the AD part of it, not the DAD, but that's up to you. These are also feminine. So, but what if we want to have multiple cities? So what do? Las ciudades, las ciudades, the cities, right? Perfect. All right. Sistema. ¿Cómo se dice sistema? System, right? Cognate. And so the emmas, or in some cases, I think they'll just highlight the ma end of it, are always masculine, right? The other like one that's paired with this a lot is programa. And another one that all of your friends might like to use and like use it incorrectly. No problemo. You're like, dude, that ends with an A, right? I mean, I'm not here to be grammar police, but dude, if you're gonna say it, at least say it right? And so, el problema, it's an emma, like sistema. And then the amas are also masculine. So next time your friends say, hey, no problemo, you're like, nah, dude, it's close, no problema, because it's an emma, and the emma has to be masculine. And so you can teach your friends. And so yeah, so that's one you guys have probably heard before, and some of you under your mask are laughing because you're like, dude, I used to say it like that. So some of you on Zoom too. And then again, because it has a vowel at the end, it would be los sistemas. Los sistemas. So we would just add an S. Profesor. The book will tell you if a noun ends with the letter R, you assume what? Masculine. Now, here's one that breaks our rules a little bit. If we have a female professor, what do you say to her? La profesora. Profesora, exactly. Right? And so that sort of, let's spell that right. That sort of breaks the rules a little bit, right? And it will also further break the rules with our making it plural. So what would multiple female professors be? Las profesoras. Profesor. There's a few examples, and I will show you, particularly as it relates to the feminine noun, where it breaks our rule and moves away from the E and moves to an A. And I'll give you, this is one example, and I'll give you two more as we finish. And then puma, again, we have our ma. So what will this be? Yeah. And if you want to make pumas plural, it would be los pumas, right? Los pumas. Good. This one will sort of speak for itself. Profesión, it's like your sions. It's like your CIONs, except it's SION. So again, I don't have to go into too much detail about that one. 12, I'll end with this and then another example of where this can, or an example of where, again, the female takes on the A. It's not going to be this one, but it's going to be one similar. So I'll show you both of those. Estudiante. Estudiante will stay E. So it would be el estudiante or la estudiante. Tú eres una estudiante. Tú eres un estudiante. Ella es una estudiante. Él es un estudiante. Ustedes son estudiantes. Nosotros somos estudiantes. Do you see? Right? Now, there's two examples I'll give you where the noun ends with an E for the masculine, but shifts to an A for feminine. And one of those is presidente. If the head of state or presidente happens to be a female, it will change. And so you would say la presidenta or una presidenta. The other one, which I think which made the students in last class laugh, is this one. ¿Cómo se dice el jefe en inglés?
The boss.
The boss, right? What if the boss is female? La jefa, right? La jefa es la presidenta, or la presidenta es la jefa, right? And so those are just two examples, again, not to overwhelm you, of where that shift, or we sort of break our rule, if you will, right? Are there any questions about this?